They waged war unremittingly with Alexander, till, after very heavy losses, the remnant were driven into Bemeselis. When this town fell, the survivors were taken as prisoners to Jerusalem. So unbridled was Alexander's rage that from brutality he proceeded to impiety. 800 of the prisoners he crucified in the middle of the city, then butchered their wives and children before their eyes. Meanwhile, cap in hand, as he reclined amidst his concubines, he enjoyed the spectacle. Such terror gripped the people that the next night 8,000 of the king's opponents fled right out of Judea and remained in exile till his death. By such deeds he at last gave his kingdom an uneasy peace and hung up his weapons. But fresh troubles were in store for him. The work of Antiochus Dionysius, brother of Demetrius, and last heir of Seleucus. This man launched a campaign against the Arabs, alarming Alexander, who dug a deep trench stretching from the hillside above Antipatris to the beach at Joppa, raising a high wall in front of the trench with wooden towers built into it to ward off attacks at the weak points. But Antiochus was not to be stopped. He burned the towers, filled in the trench, and marched his army across. Deciding to deal later with the man who had tried to stop him, he went straight on to attack the Arabs. Their king retired to better defensive positions, then suddenly faced about with his cavalry force of 10,000 men and fell upon the army of Antiochus while it was in disarray. A bitter struggle followed, while Antiochus survived. His men fought on, though they suffered appallingly at Arab hands. When at last he fell as a result of risking his life all the time in the forefront to help his struggling soldiers, the entire line broke. Most of his army was destroyed in the engagement or in the subsequent flight. The survivors took refuge in the village of Cana, where lack of food killed off all but a handful. At this point, the people of Damascus, through hatred of Ptolemy, son of Menneus, brought in Aretas and made him king of Coel, Syria.